tag, through the digital dash. Yeah, I'm boasting, never brag. Please don't touch my rag. Or the Chris Finn Nash, Alessandra Gucci glasses, the W Anderson collab. Yeah, you probably like it. Yeah, you drop it on the.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The plan has worked to perfection for the Falcons so far this season as they come into this game undefeated. Will they be able to keep their record perfect with another win here? Let's find out. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Falcons. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year. And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business. And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here comes Philip Dorsett. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return. And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over. Ball security eluded him. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down, Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it? Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Jay Ajayi's gonna go. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way. Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that big-time game?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
To throw Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Mariota on first down. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Marcus Mariota with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They run again with Ajayi. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On third down, Bridgewater. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one out for a really good strike.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. He'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jump.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have... Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A handoff as they run the counter play. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They run the counter now on first down. Spinning away. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slant.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Mariota now to throw on first down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, but were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Mariota now on second down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first and 10, here's Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Play action now. Mariota escaping the pressure right. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through it.
And again this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Bridgewater now. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry.
Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustment.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Third and long here for Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A chance for us now to discuss Jay Ajayi. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well, not just playing.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A very solid gain of 27. A first down throw for Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On second down, Mariota again. Underneath for Johnson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. Again, it's Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. On fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith. Coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Bridgewater on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First down and goal to go from the 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terrell Pryor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's still on his feet. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. So out come the Falcons now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing is Mariota. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. And he gets it to Funches complete. The 40, the 30, 20. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mariota now, looking middle, and it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more. And
there he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. First down, Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On play action, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right on the 30-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mariota on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
So that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Aguilar has it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Bridgewater. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Back now here on EA Sports. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skill.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Funches with a catch over the middle. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw is Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
15 yards through the air and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, and we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mariota now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Mariota to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can take something positive out of this one. And the D looking like they may blitz. On second down, Bridgewater again. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the...
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Bridgewater again. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of the guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. First down, Bridgewater. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Bridgewater now. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's go.
Second down, Bridgewater. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as